It's mostly a paint job, and here we are with the gaudiest, most shiny Marvel superhero. Not who you were expecting, maybe. I don't know who you were expecting, but Iron Man. Iron Man here was put together using the RG Gundam Exia and the shoulders off of a 30-minute mission Portanova. I had to adjust those quite a bit. I don't really want to pop them off, to be honest. It's a little weak because I bore out their connector little clip as far as I could to make it fit onto this Exia. The Exias have different shoulders in the 30-minute missions. Here, I chose the Exia because it had really cool stuff. It had this hologram panels that go inside a lot of the different joints. You can see on the back of the arm here. They had all these different little green, sections. I don't know what they're called on the Exia, but it looks like the bleeding edge armor a little bit from Iron Man. So this is my take on Iron Man. Gold up in here, red up in here, and metallic red, metallic gold. Of course, clear coated all the way. Now, I did not panel line this one because I wanted it to stay as poppy as possible. I even undercoat it. I base coat it. My primer was all white for everything here. Like I said, this one is literally just, well, other than the shoulder pads, are literally just a paint job. As you can see, I didn't even paint that part just to make it kind of stand out. But everything still works, I didn't break anything. You can still move these little arms around. You can pop this football thing out, whatever that's called. I don't know what these are called. If quick secret here, you might not know. I don't watch Gundam, and nor do I really care for Gundam, but boy do I love Gunpla. Here I am, again, trying to express myself as best I can with this here. Come on, focus. I think this red looks really cool. Can you please focus? Well, maybe not. I left, I painted all these different sections within the helmet gold. And boy, was that fun. Now, speaking of paint and paint apps, let's get them into a different pose and show off those paints. And in this pose, you can tell that it is mostly a paint job. The red here was made with that same metallic red I've been using in a few of my other Marvel builds here, my MVC builds. But this time, I put the red on. I didn't quite like it enough, so I spruced it up with red rum because it has that metallic flake look. I still wanted it to be a little different. I didn't want it to have, notice that it's red rum. It has a little bit of a purple to it. I didn't want it to have any of that, any of the darkness. I wanted it to be bright. So I topped it off with a Tamiya clear red. This is the basic clear red. Real good stuff. I like throwing that on because it'll just make something more red, whatever color it is. The gold this time around is this here, a metallic craft paint, again from Hobby Lobby. Real cheap. Get it 40% off when you can. I didn't think it was good enough. It was a little dull. So I hit it with this All That Glitters from Turbo Dork. Really love my Turbo Dork, especially when we're looking for metallics or color shifts. If you want something a little extra, that's what I go with. Turbo Dork. I love it so much. And of course, Tamiya Red. You know what? I'll aim this camera down a little bit so you can see all I'm working with. Hey, that's pretty good. That's not bad at all. Now, you can see here that I've got Iron Man in that Unibeam pose. But he's shining. He's looking real shiny and steely, if you will, metally, because I did finish with Mr. Hobby, Mr. Color, GX100, Super Clear 3. So I did not panel line this guy because I wanted him to, again, pop. I wanted his colors to be strong, so I didn't panel line him. If you noticed, in my X23, I also didn't panel line her because I wanted them all to match, because these are, in fact, a set. Like I said, this series is called the DAP series.